All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, AD Survival 4. Today, we're going to be discussing with you guys the Champions League matches for this week. We have a lot of matches to discuss, and it's going to be really interesting. Some crazy matches we have had this week, starting with the Liverpool, not Liverpool, Chelsea to Lille 0, Villarreal 1, Juventus 1, Manchester United, Atletico Madrid 1, Manchester United 1, and Benfica to Ajax 2. Now, because I have someone that is from very far away from India, I think it's best that we start with this one because, like I said, my friend's gonna probably sleep very soon. So, let's start with the Atletico Madrid match first. So I'll let you speak first. T10S, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a very it's an interesting result for sure. I think first half, United we played horribly, but second half I don't think we were great. Second half, but we were better. We were starting to get into Atletico Madrid's box more, and eventually we would manage to create a chance. It was a pretty lucky goal, to be honest. All Black probably should do better. I think he just panics on the break, All Black panicked when we were on the counter attack, and that just led him to make an error, and Elanga capitalized on that error. And a great moment for Elanga, of course, getting his first Champions League goal for Manchester United. And yeah, it's a pretty fantastic. It's not a fantastic. It's not a fantastic result, but now this game basically means nothing. And now we're gonna go to Old Trafford and gonna start again, which I'm happy with that because it's because we had the worst start of the game possible because conceding first to Atletico Madrid is the worst thing you can do because then you just sit back for the whole game and just park the bus like Simeone does. And they even had a few chances. They hit the crossbar. They hit the post two times, I believe. And so they probably worried about the team over the full 90 minutes. But we'll take this draw and we'll see what happens at Old Trafford.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you in the sense that Atletico Madrid, man, this is why I hate about Atletico so much because they always do these kind of things and they always because I feel like this team is this team shouldn't be playing this team should be playing a lot better. And it's just Simeone is just holding his team back, giving so much issues, he's making this team play so defensive minded when this team has so much attacking talent. And I knew that on the onset of this game, I knew that Atletico were going to keep a clean sheet. This season they've been horrible defensively. This is one of the worst seasons I've seen for Atletico defensively. Hermoso has been awful. Versalco has not been good. All Block's been horrible this season. And I just know this myself because, when my team, Barcelona, they face Atletico Madrid, they conceded 4 in a game. Atletico Madrid never do that. That was the first time they've did since 2011, I think. It's been a long time since they've done it. And, if Barca can put 4 past them, I don't know. That's just not good because, Barca's been struggling a lot this season, even I'll admit. And that we haven't been great this season. But still, this is just shocking to say the least for Atletico Madrid. They should have won this game 100%. And for me, the chances they wasted, I think Griezmann had a chance late on. Who else? Who else hit the crossbar? I think was it Jimenez? It might have been Jimenez.
Actually, I think it was actually an own goal, like not own goal, but like Bruno. I think he hit the crossbar.
Oh yeah. It might have been something like that. But like I said, Atletico Madrid, it seemed like they were just trying to go for a 1-0 win. That's what it seemed like to me,
Yeah.
and that they were just trying to hold on to that. And it's just not really practical. It's just difficult to do. Maybe in international football you can do that, but in club football, definitely not. It's very difficult to do so. And United, man, I feel like you guys escaped with a draw, and which kind of I feel like the draw is under it doesn't give a fair reflection of the game. If that makes you sense.
Yeah. I agree
So
with that.
yeah, Sebastian, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Atletico, they defense so much like they don't concede a lot of goals. Expect versus Barcelona though, they conceded 4. So for this next match between these two, I fully expect United to go all out to win.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Sense I give United the advantage here. I think, like I said, them getting a draw was a great result because like I said, I think if let's just say hypothetically, if Atleti won the first leg, probably would have favored Atleti in the second leg because I don't know if you guys can keep a clean sheet at home, so then again though it's hard to say, because Atleti on the road isn't that great to be fair, so I don't know how much we can trust that. So yeah, so who would you guys say is what's the best player for the respective teams?
For United, I would say it was Lindelof because he was the only player really who was, he was the only player who wasn't bad really in the first half. And second half, he was decent as well. He made some good tackles, and defensively, he was good. Offensively, he couldn't really do much, but as a centre back playing at right back, you can't really expect him to do much offensively. So yeah, I think Lindelof was pretty good today.
Yeah, for Atletico Madrid. Oh yeah, who would you say was the best player at Atletico Madrid?
Probably Felix.
Yeah,
Because that header, it was horrible defending by Maguire, but that header it was a good header. But Maguire should be doing better there. But yeah, it was a very good header by Felix, and he was a constant threat throughout the game. So yeah, I think he had a good game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Sebastian, who would you say was the best player for each team, respectively?
For Atletico, I have to choose Joao Felix. And for United, I know he came on the game, but I gotta pick Elanga. He was really good. He changed the game for United.
Yeah, honestly, I think I agree with Sebastian there. I think Felix for me was one of the best. I also thought Lodi had a good game as well. I thought he was pretty good as well. Savage I thought was decent. And for United, there wasn't really anyone that stood out to me. Everyone from United was kind of average in my opinion. There wasn't really any extraordinary players. Maybe you could argue. Elanga, I would say obviously came off the bench. So for me, I would say probably amongst. There's really no other players I think could come into consideration. For me, Rashford wasn't good, in my opinion. Sorry to say. Bruno Fernandes, I didn't think did anything. Ronaldo didn't. I don't think Ronaldo did anything in this game. And overall, it was just very tame from United. And like I said, United are going to have to up their level a lot for the second leg. And even though you guys are playing at home, it's not a guarantee you're going to win at home, man, because Old Trafford this season, man, is not really the fortress, as we all know it used to be.
Yeah.
So, like I said, though, you guys are in a very good position, like I said, because Atletico Madrid, they're not that great on the road. So, but then again, though, United, I wouldn't say you guys have been that amazing at home either. So it's still, I would say United still have the advantage, but I would say it's almost kind of balanced out, if that makes sense. I would say maybe 60 at United and 40 at Atleti, or maybe 55-45. So yeah, what was your thoughts on Ralph Rangnick today? Do you think his lineup was good from the get go, or what do you think went wrong for United for most of the game?
I think in terms of the lineup, apart from Lindelof starting at right back, I probably would have started Lindelof at centre back and then at Maguire and then put Delo Wan-Bissaka at right back. But apart from that, I agreed with Rangnick's team. I think we started the game with a terrible approach because I think it didn't look like we were playing for the win in the first few minutes of the game. It looked like Atletico Madrid were all over us in the first few minutes, and when they got the goal, we didn't react at all, and we barely created any opportunities in the first half. Then I don't really think it's Ragnick's fault, to be honest. I just think I just think the players weren't implementing Ragnick's ideas properly. And Ragnick did make those substitutions. I thought Matic was a pretty good substitution because towards the end of the game, last 15 or 20 minutes, we did take control of the midfield a bit more. That was probably because of Matic. Telles was pretty good when he came on, and that's because of Ragnick. He made a sub. Wan-Bissaka was okay when he came on, and Elanga, of course, got the goal. So yeah, I think Ragnick, I wouldn't say it's a great game in terms of man management and his tactical ability, but I would say, considering how bad the players played today, I would probably say that Ragnick did well today, reasonably well.
Yeah, I do agree with you, sense. I think for me, I think it's harsh to bring Ragnick. Like like I said, I don't really think you guys can blame Ragnick here because he's only been here on a short term basis. There's only so much he can do, and I think a lot of these players have to take blame. Like for me, if I was a United fan, I would blame the players more than anything else because for me, it felt like they didn't. It felt like it feels as though that there's no like enough urge or like enough incentive for them to push. Because like I said, these are professionals at the end of the day, and because I'll be real with you, you guys should be beating Atletico Madrid, in my opinion. They've just not been great this season, at all. And I mean, to be fair, you guys haven't really been that great either. But I still do think that you guys have the better attackers overall, and I just think that for I think the players have to be blamed. Like I said, I don't think there was enough incentive for them to push for the win, and it seems like for me that most of the players just didn't care, and like I said, that comes from the manager. You could argue because the manager has to give confidence to the team, and maybe some players just don't have faith in Ragnick. Because I did hear recently, I don't know if this is true, some of the players don't even trust Ragnick, his tactics. Some of them don't even like that, and if you don't have faith in your own coach, you're not going to play well. It's just bound as that. Because I remember when Setien was a coach of Barcelona, the players did not respect him whatsoever, and you know what happened to him at the end of the day. So, do you think the players are not? Do you think the players don't respect Ralph Ragnick?
Um, I mean, it's a tough one because I'm not sure to be honest. Because I don't think they do, to be honest. Because so much leaks have been coming out recently. To these players, and it's been tough. But and yeah, I do think there are some players in this team who don't respect Ragnick as a manager, because I think some of them just think that he's the interim, he's not going to be a full time manager. Still doesn't change the fact that it's probably going to be a future consultancy. He's going to have a future consultancy role in the club in the future, and we have to keep that in mind. So yeah, I think some of these players may not respect Ragnick, but I think a lot of them do.
Mm. Yeah. What do you think, Sebastian, about this whole thing? Like, do you agree with some of the stuff me and Titan has said?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah. All right. So let's go and check. Let me go and check what the FootMob site says. Let me just. I want to see what the site's talking about, and then I guess we can wrap our quick thoughts and move on to the next game. So. Yeah, let's go and look at this right now. So, okay. Okay, so Atletico Madrid, Manchester. Let me go share my screen. Yeah, not gonna lie, guys, this game did kind of underwhelm in my opinion. Like, and it's just the weird part is that okay, here you guys go. So this is the team that was set up. So Atletico Madrid, interesting. So they actually had Konzagi as one of the best players. Yeah, Lorente was also pretty good as well. Versalco was good as well, according to Lodi, Hermoso. Wait, do you guys remember who was the one that like got bodied by Elanga? I think for that goal, I forgot who did it. I think it was us.
What?
I think it was no, like who got like Elanga like pushed one of the players to his side. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was this guy. I think he got pushed over.
I think it was Jimenez actually, because it might have been Ronaldo. Might have been Jimenez. One of them, I think. Jimenez or Ronaldo, one of them.
I think it's this guy because I saw the number 23 jersey. I think. Let me go check. Yeah, I got it. Okay, let me just check myself and see that real quick. I just want to know, guys, real quickly. Okay. I think it's this guy. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's that guy. It's one of the center backs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, let me just see whether there's like a little quick clip of this. Obviously, I can't show it to you guys because copyright stuff. So yeah, let me just see this by myself, and you guys, I'll verify with you guys. Yeah, Bruno Fernandes got the assist there. Fred, Varane. Oh yeah, one of my someone said that you guys missed McTominay. Do you think McTominay would have made a difference in this game?
I mean, I think we might have played better with McTominay, but it wouldn't have changed results.
Okay. Why is it 6 minutes? Okay, I just want to get to the goal. I just care about the goal, man. Okay, where is this? Where is this right here? Oh, wait, I don't think he even showed the goal. Bro. I hate when they say these highlights. They show, like, the goal is there, but then they actually don't show the goal, which is, like, so annoying. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's not here, I think. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think I found it here. 27 seconds. Yeah, I think this is it, guys. Okay, let me just see this real quick. So your man, okay, let me see what you guys say in the comments. Man United so lucky. Yeah, I do agree with that. Why didn't Atletico attack more? It's Simeone's fault, guys. It's his fault. Yeah, Atletico gonna bottle this. Man United so lucky. Benfica versus Ajax was exciting. So glad I watched that instead of Atletico versus United. Boring game. Oh yeah, it was okay. You're right. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, it's this guy. He was the one that made the mistake, guys. He's the one that made Ronaldo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking, yeah, Man United midfield so dead. Yeah, you know what's really interesting, guys? I believe he is a left back, but he's actually being played as a center back. Simeone, why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep playing players out of position? Why do you Hermoso is a center back, yet you played him as a left back. It just doesn't make sense, It's just so weird that why do you play players in your best position? And it's bound to make a mistake, I'm sorry to say.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid, man. And Atletico Madrid, man, they really should have walked out of here with a win. The fact that they got a draw is not very it's not desirable to it. But in football is football, right? Things can happen like this. Results can happen. Not all the time you get what justice needs to be served. And yeah, like I said, man, I think Simeone is gonna be gone this summer, guys. I think this summer Simeone is gonna be gone. I think the reason why they're not getting rid of him now is because of the fact that they have to find a manager replacement. And I think it's a compensation fee and that stuff, and so that's probably why they haven't paid. Because I don't know if you guys know this. I think Simeone is one of the wealthiest paid managers in the world. I think he's like the highest manager.
Yeah.
And so it's like ridiculous, and he just doesn't earn that. He just isn't the. Yeah, he's not the best manager in the world. That I think we can all agree with that.
Yeah, he's nowhere near.
Yeah. And so as for United, like I said, I think, I feel like you guys got away with this. You guys definitely got away with this. And Joao Felix, man, he showed up, man. Showed up at a big game, man. And people have been criticizing Felix, man. Felix has been criticized a lot, guys. A lot of people have criticized him. And I think it's not necessarily his fault, guys. I think it's just more of the system just doesn't work. Felix, and I think Felix for me needs to play in a more balanced team, like a free flowing attack minded team, because this team is not an attack team by any means. This team is like a defense team, and that's why he's not being suited. And I feel so bad for him because both his national team and club are like pragmatic. Like both of the managers actually pragmatic. It's just like so sad for his situation. Like he can't play good anywhere. He can't play great for any team. Like either Portugal or like Atletico Madrid is just in a very bad position. So. Yeah, man, it's very, very disappointing for them. And like I said, they United, like I said, you guys got away. And Elanga, man, come off the bench to score. And, it was interesting because I saw Ralph Ragnick. He made so many defensive changes, like brought him Matic, Juan Bissaka, Tellez, Elanga and Lingard. And I'm like, why didn't you bring these guys? Why didn't you bring them as your first changes? It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. And for Atletico Madrid, why they only made 2 changes? They should have made more changes. Like for me, DePaul should have come on. I don't know why DePaul didn't come on. I can understand. I mean, to be fair, the rest of the other changes I could understand. Like I understand why you wouldn't bring Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez wouldn't do anything this game. I knew he wasn't going to do anything. But yeah, he should. Yeah, I knew. But DePaul should have come on. I don't know why he didn't come on. But yeah, I think that's really about it. So do you guys have any closing thoughts on this match? Because like I said, there isn't really a whole lot to discuss, to be honest with you. And I think we already kind of discussed the gist of the match. Do you guys have any big talking points for this match?
I was just saying that let's see what happens at Old Trafford. That's the main thing because, the main thing for us now is just focus on the second leg and if we can, and we can't go into that game with a weak mentality of sitting back and trying to park the bus. We have to attack Atletico Madrid. We cannot allow them to get an early goal. We have to be on the front foot from the beginning of the game, and we have to attack Atletico Madrid, and that's in my opinion, that's how we beat them in the second leg. If we do beat them, we're gonna have to attack. We're gonna have to attack hard against them because that's the only way to beat them.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see how Atletico approaches the second leg, because to be honest with you, I mean, if they like, for me, for Atletico Madrid to have progressed, they needed to have won the first leg. That was the only way I could see them progressing through. Because for me, I just don't really know if they could get a result in Old Trafford. You know, maybe they could push to penalties, which I think I wouldn't be surprised to see them do that. Well, like, I don't know, man. It's just going to be really interesting history. So, what do you think, Sebastian? Well, like, do you think Atletico Madrid is pretty much over for them?
Yeah, pretty much. No, they can win at Old Trafford. They have done it before. They win second leg in England.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Liverpool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No, they lost versus Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I still think Man United is gonna go through to the next round. And if Elanga is not in the Swedish squad versus Czech, many Swedes are gonna be mad, because like everyone says Elanga in the national team, but the coach doesn't seem to take him into the squad.
Yeah. Just talking about Sweden real briefly here. Yeah, I mean Sweden. I'm pretty sure the Swedish. I forgot his name, but isn't like the Swedish coach also pragmatic as well?
Jan Andersson.
Oh yeah, Anderson. Yeah, I think he's also kind of a defensive kind of coach, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. You know, like I said, Elanga hopefully he makes the World Cup this year, man. I would like to see him in the World Cup. It'll be great. It'll be a good talent to see. You know, it's always the great thing about these World Cups. You can always see these like young breakout players. Like, you know, the last one, obviously we had Mbappe. That was a breakout player. You know, and this one there's like so many different ones. You know.
Yeah.
But obviously that's like far ahead.
But everyone knew Mbappe before the World Cup, I think, because he played for Monaco. He did an amazing game versus City, 5-3 game.
Yeah, but I think like, but yeah, I do agree. I know in the sense he was good, but like I think his stocks went up after the World Cup. Like that World Cup performance, man. Like if everyone like everyone knew about him after the World Cup, that's for sure. Like, because I personally, like I said, I wasn't into football around that time, before the World Cup. So, you know, I wouldn't really know, so I can't really say, but I think he definitely went up in popularity. Like a lot of people know him now, because I know a lot of people know about these young players. I know people know about him, you know, United fans and probably like Premier League fans know about him, but like, you know, if he does very well in the World Cup for Sweden, then everyone's going to know about him. Like everyone's going to know about it. Like La Liga fans, like League One fans, Bundesliga fans, like just in general, he would just be worldwide popular. That's what I mean. Like, you know, he would just, that's what I'm trying to say is that, you know, these players can be so popular with like a World Cup. And that's why I love about the World Cup. You know, you can have
imagine Sweden's future front three, Elanga, Isaac, and Kulusevski. And that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a great front three, man.
Yeah, and we have youngsters coming up also in our league. So
and Lindelof captaining the team, that'd be nice to see.
Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, you know, I mean, I wouldn't really necessarily say this was that bad of a match. I mean, but it wasn't as exciting as we were made to believe. I think, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like
in fairness, what games are exciting? What Atletico?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. There's been some games every now and then, you know. The game we played against them at the Camp Nou, that was kind of exciting, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I'm happy as long as no Swedish player gets injured. As long as no one gets injured, that's fine.
Yeah. So definitely. So anyways, like I said, I don't think this game was as bad as like, I don't think this game was that bad, but like it was disappointing. Like, to put it this clear, like it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good either. It was like just okay, And the thing about these, and to be honest with you, I kind of like the fact it wasn't that exciting. It made the game very close and dramatic. It was tense. It wasn't as straightforward as because for me, I think the midfield battle, Atletico Madrid completely dominated that midfield battle. Midfield battle, they completely dominated, and the defense, I would say, for Atletico was probably the better for most of the game. But it's just like towards the end, like they kind of cooled off in the Baron, because I don't know if you guys know in La Liga recently, they've been scoring a lot of late goals in the end. I think against Valencia, right? They were actually 3-1 down, and then in stoppage time, they actually
3-3.
Yeah, 3-3, and then recently, I think they were 2-0 down against Valencia, and they scored 2 goals in stoppage time to win it. And then against Getafe, they scored a late winner. They have a habit of either scoring a late winner or conceding a late goal. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think it was 2 seasons ago, I think Ronaldo scored a hat trick in the second leg. That there's the penalty, that the last goal was like so late in the game. It was like so late in the game, and Atletico Madrid, man, they just fumbled it, man. They fumbled it.
I reckon Ronaldo will score a hat trick again.
Ooh, a hat trick! Oh man,
I feel like.
I think the problem with Ronaldo, the reason Ronaldo didn't play well today is because we didn't look like first of all, we didn't really create a lot of chances for Ronaldo. And Bruno, Pogba, and Sancho. Well, Bruno maybe, but Pogba and Sancho, they didn't have good games. They weren't creating for Ronaldo. And in the first half, we weren't really going for a game. We weren't going for it. We didn't really look like we wanted to attack that much. In the first half, Ronaldo was isolated, and in the second half, we started to attack more. But Pogba and Sancho just disappeared from the game, and it was only all up to Bruno to create chances for Ronaldo. So I think in the second leg, if Bruno, Pogba, and Sancho all have good games, and if we're on the front foot from minute 1 in the second leg, then I think Ronaldo will have a good game.
Yeah, definitely. And the thing about Ronaldo is this: like, he can't do everything by himself. That's what people need to understand. Like, for me, he's he can't he's good in those goal scoring positions. Like, for me, you have to give crosses to the box, and that's what Carvajal, Marcelo was so good for him in Real Madrid. Like, they were able to provide those crosses into the box. And I look at I think the game against Atletico Madrid the second, Adriano Cancel was really good in that game. I think he provides so many crosses. Bernadeschi as well. We're gonna need to see players second leg. We're gonna need to see Shaw step up. Shaw give those crosses more to the box. We're gonna need to see. Yeah, or Tellez, one of those two. Maybe even Dalot as well. I don't know how good Dalot is for his crosses. You probably know better than I do. Is Dalot really good with crosses?
Dalot, it's okay. Probably should. He needs to improve on his crossing.
Okay, so you're telling me that if you're telling me those crosses that are coming into the box, you think Luke Shaw can do a better job, right? Or
I think Shaw, Tellez. Shaw, Tellez, Bruno, and Sancho, Pogba, all these players can whip a good cross into the box.
Yeah, I was disappointed with Sancho today. I'll be honest with you. I really thought Sancho would be the star player.
In fairness, we didn't get the ball to Sancho at all. He didn't get the ball at all.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna really blame him because he didn't get any. I don't remember him doing much in this game, and so like I said, I think because I remember, I think what was a few seasons ago, Borussia Dortmund, they played against Atletico Madrid, and I think they won 4-0. Sancho was amazing in that game, dude. I think Sancho was killing it, man. He was amazing in that game, and I'm why didn't they give Sancho that kind of freedom to do that? Because what he did to Atletico Madrid a few seasons ago. So, wouldn't it be smart to give so for me, I think Sancho has to be used a lot better in the second leg. You need, and you're seeing how good he's been for United in the Premier League. He's been amazing. He's been one of your best players recently. And, yeah, man, it's just going to be interesting. I think all in all, like I said, I think you guys did survive. You guys got fortunate to get a draw from this game. And I think the draw does mask some of the problems. And so the thing about this result is that I feel like some people look at this from 2 points of views. One, people say, "Oh, draw is good. Yes, let's go." But at the same time, if you're looking from a United fan, you'll be disappointed. You really watch the game, you know that the draw you got lucky. It's gonna be those kind of people that just say, "Oh, draw is a good result," but they don't actually watch the game. Do you agree with that sense, T-Taz?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, I do. But I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, because right now we just need to focus on the second leg. Just put in a good performance in the second leg and go through. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
So
what's
yeah,
really interesting, guys? What's really interesting? The second leg is going to take place in a very hectic month for United. United have so many tough
yeah,
games that month. It's going to
yeah.
be very, very
Yeah,
difficult.
I'm pretty
So,
sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we play Watford, and then we play City, and then we play Spurs, I think, and then we play Atletico.
oh man, yeah,
And
that's going to be very,
also
very tough.
and Liverpool also.
Oh yeah, Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool.
I'm pretty sure Liverpool's after Atletico.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but anyways, as I was saying, so it's gonna be interesting to see how United approaches the second leg. Like I said, I do think United are the favorites now to advance. But like I said, though, you can never get any. It's hard to really trust United. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't like put like if you're a gambling man, this is probably not one to gamble for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, very interesting. I actually watched this game, and I know some other people were saying the Benfica Ajax was a better game, and yeah, that was also a good game too. But the reason why I didn't really watch the game, like, let me be here now. Let me be clear with you guys, because I knew that Ajax would most likely win, or at the very least get a draw. I knew that Benfica were going to do much in the game. But to be fair, Benfica did surprise me because I did not expect them to get a draw today. That was a pretty impressive result for them, And I heard that they were being really good in the game. So, but like I said, I usually watch games that are competitive, watch games that are close margin, because I wasn't sure about this one, That's the beauty of this, I will try to watch the highlights eventually. I'll watch the highlights and everything like that. But, and it's just annoying that they have two games on the same time, because ideally would watch both, but it's hard to you can't really concentrate when you're watching both, to be honest with you. So I used to do that, but I don't do that anymore because it's too difficult, guys. It's way too difficult to watch both games. It's harder to go back and forth. So, but I will watch the highlights eventually, And so yeah. Do you guys have any quick thoughts? Should we move on to the next one? I think we spent enough time to discuss about this game.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get started. So let's go ahead and move on to the next game. The next game we have, it is Benfica versus Ajax. And so let me see what you guys say in the comments. Let's see. Burnley beats Spurs. Wow. Yeah. That Spurs. What are you guys doing? Let me just put it this way: beat Man City. Yeah, that's the crazy. It's like the Spurs thing to do. It's like the Spurs thing to do. Like, we'll beat Man City, but then we'll lose to Burnley. Like, bro, are you kidding me? I knew that, and this is why I said to people is that United's getting top four, regardless of how good they've been or how bad they've been, because other teams are just not consistent enough. I'm sorry to say, man.
I don't think United getting fourth.
Ooh. Then what do you think, Sebastian? What do you think is getting fourth?
I reckon Wolves are gonna get ahead. If they beat Arsenal, if the Wolves win tomorrow versus Arsenal, I reckon they will continue getting 3 points. And do they play? When do they play United?
I think Wolves
they
already
don't.
played United twice. They've already played twice.
Yeah.
I reckon that Wolves team is special. Like, they have a good coach also.
Yeah, I would love to see Wolves in the top four, man. It would be nice, man. It would be a great story, man. But I still am going to ride with United, guys. I'm still going to ride with United.
And they play Liverpool, and they play Liverpool on the last day. So,
ooh, tense, man. But by that point, Liverpool may not even matter for them. Well, actually, let's see how the title race goes, because that game could still be important for Liverpool.
Might have won the league before that game, so maybe let Wolves win, so United don't get fourth.
Oh man, yeah. I know that'd be very sad. Bayern, Man City are going to win the whole thing. Yeah, Bayern definitely is good contenders. Okay. Say it before I'll say it again. City are not winning the UCL. I don't know, man. They could, man. They could. Let's not rule it out. Hi, I'm only here for a few minutes ago football trial. Okay, yeah, nice to see you on here, Cryptic Pro. Good luck at your football trial.
Good luck.
I got my score prediction right for Atletico versus Manchester United and Villarreal versus Juventus. Ooh, that's impressive. I didn't get any of these predictions right. I didn't get any of these 4 predictions right, by the way, guys.
I said 2-0 United.
Wow. Plus results of others too. Interesting. So yeah, let's go look at this game real quick. So let's go look at starting 11 for this one, guys. Wow. Benfica, man. Grimaldo, as you guys can see, had a good game. Obviously, I didn't really watch this game, so I'm just going to go by the ratings for now. Unless you guys did. I'm assuming you guys didn't watch this game.
I don't know.
No, I watched the Liverpool Leeds game because we didn't watch them for that. So, isn't that weird that a player called Everton is in the Champions League, but the team Everton can't even make top 10 in the Premier League? Wow, my God.
Oh man, that's sad. That is so sad, man. Good thing we don't have any Everton fans on the chat because they would probably be very mad if you said this kind of thing. It's really funny. Everton actually joins Everton this summer. But yeah, man. I mean, like I said, Ajax, man, Haller, man, had a great game. Yeah, Haller was amazing in this game. Scored a goal. I think he even scored an own goal as well, guys, which was really weird.
Yeah.
And
He's so good
for me,
yeah.
Anthony was also great. Tadic was great as well. And yeah, I think for me, this team was good. I heard Mazroy didn't have a good game, and I don't know how on the earth he got a 7.6 then. That just doesn't make sense. Maybe we shouldn't take these games for granted.
Got an assist.
Yeah.
Barca,
Yeah, that's
Barca
yeah, good.
Yeah, Barca should sign the Timber, the center back.
Yeah, and then we have the Benfica. You have Darwin Núñez. Okay, how did he got 6.9? Dude, Darwin Núñez is not that great, guys. I'm sorry to say. He's not that great, in my opinion.
No.
Yeah, Ramos, Silva, Grimaldo, Vertonghen, Otamendi. Then you had Junior there, and then Valjeanos. You know what's really interesting for Ajax, guys? They benched Onana for this game, I believe. Onana got benched.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was kind of surprising, in my opinion. I did not expect
Well,
to see that.
I think it's because he's going to Inter in the summer, so they want to get a new keeper ready.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying is that come on, give him a last games. You know, like this is
Oh
the
wow!
Champions.
Oh bloody hell! The keeper they started is 38.
Yeah.
Wow, this is, bro. Yeah, Ajax needs a new keeper, man. They need a new keeper, dude. I mean, he still made it. He still was good, man. He still made 3 saves, man. But yeah, man, dude, this is like, man, they should.
How did Tagliafico not start for Ajax?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm surprised to see. Maybe it's like rotation. Actually, let me see. Where's Tagliafico? Oh, he came off the bench. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, where is he? Like, I'm surprised to see Yarmolenchuk. Yarmolenchuk's a good player.
Yeah, I only know him because of the Euros.
Yeah, Joao Mario. Yeah, overall, man, like I said, look at the stats here. Ajax dominate possession, which we all expected. Like, let's be real. They actually had 11 shots, 3 chances. Wow, this is interesting. Benfica actually outshot them, 17.
Yeah, but Ajax have a better XG.
Yeah, quality of chances is bigger. So like I said though, because shots is just like anywhere. Like it's not taking into account how good the shot is. It's just a shot. Like if you like shoot like from out to like long range, it still counts. So, like even if it's not doing anything, So you have to take into consideration the quality of chances. That's why the XG is like so higher for Ajax because they created more big chances. But yeah, man, I heard Benfica they were like really good in the period for the second half, and I heard that and Ten Hag he made his substitutions too late. Like he brought in 73rd and 90th minute. That's a bit too late in my opinion. Like you got to make it like the 60th minute, considering how good Benfica were for the second period. Like they were like really dominant from the second half onwards. Yarmolenchuk 72nd minute. So like I said, obviously it's kind of difficult for me to really discuss this match because I obviously didn't watch this match. You guys know, so but like I said. It's a decent result, but as I said, I think Ajax is still going to make it through, guys. I mean, Ajax. I know Ajax's home record is kind of sketchy. I know their home record isn't that great compared to on the road, but I still think Ajax should go through. Like I don't think Benfica can do this again. And even if they do, like I said, they're going to have to go through penalties, And I just think Ajax are just too good. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Benfica can progress now with the draw, or do you guys think Ajax is still in a great position to advance?
Still Ajax for now.
Ajax,
yeah, Ajax is definitely one of the dark horses.
Think of this. Yeah. It could have been Ajax versus Barcelona. And De Jong versus his
club.
Yeah, you don't need to remind me, man. You don't need to remind me. That was very painful.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it is what it is. So, do you guys have any final thoughts on this one? Like I said, I think there's not really much more to discuss here. I mean, let me just look at the summary real quick at the match. So you had Yomar to that score, Gonzalo Ramos got his assist, then Haller scored the second goal. Haller scored an own goal, and Dusan Taj scored early on. Mazraoui got the assist there. So very, very interesting indeed. So do you guys have any final thoughts on this one?
No, not really.
Yeah. So how about you, Sebastian?
Tadic, very good game. Ajax overall, very good game. They probably need a younger goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Maybe Benfica can win, but I think Ajax still got this.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on over to the other two games we had from yesterday. Now, obviously, I already gave my quick thoughts on a separate video, so you guys can check it out. It was pretty brief though, so I made around 6 minutes, so I didn't really go too much further. Let's start with the Chelsea 2, Leo 0. Obviously, Captain America scored. I was so happy for him. Needed the goal, man. There's been a lot of criticism for him this season. Tuchel has not really used him in his best position. He's been playing a lot of different positions this season, just not really being used to his best ability. And I just think that for me, Chelsea, they were the better team. Lille, even though I did predict them to draw, they didn't really do much in this game. They were just very poor. Didn't really do much in the game. Jonathan David was isolated, didn't do anything this game. I think Renato Sanchez for me was one of their best players. I thought he had a good game. Bamba, I thought also was good. Jallo as well. And Chelsea, man, Havertz was pretty good as well. Scored the opening goal from a corner. And Conte, man, Conte is so good, man. Conte, honestly, guys, I think I'm going to say this right now. I think Conte is one of the best midfielders in the world right now. Dude, like his ability to break up play, his ability to be a counter attack. He's like such a good player, man. Thiago Silva also thought had a great game as well. He was amazing. Defensive, I thought he was very good. Christensen, I thought was great. Ziyech, I thought was good before coming off. And overall, Chelsea just looked really solid. I was very impressed with Chelsea. And to be honest with you, I think this might have been the best performance of Chelsea since that game they played against Juventus. Because ever since that Juventus game, I don't think they haven't really played that well. And what's really interesting, guys? Lukaku got dropped. And I think that was the right decision because for me, Chelsea have been playing a lot better without Lukaku.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what do you guys think, man?
Good result for Chelsea. I think second leg. I think just for Chelsea. It's just what Chelsea do, really. I mean, they always seem to. Whenever I see Chelsea's results, they always seem to get a 1-0, 2-0 win, and it's just always a very cool, collected win for them. And that's always the case with Chelsea. They always they pretty much always keep a clean sheet whenever they win a game. And it's really difficult to score against them. Lille have obviously dropped off massively this season. Last season they won Ligue 1. This season I'm pretty sure they're mid-table. So this was to be expected, to be honest. But Lille, 18 shots. Not
That's
that
15,
bad.
15.
15, my bad. Yeah, not that bad, I guess. Unlikely that they'll come back in the second leg. They'd probably do well to score a goal, to be honest. But yeah, I think Chelsea is expected to be to. This result was expected for Chelsea.
Yeah, definitely. So, Sebastian, what do you think, man? What do you think?
Chelsea, perfect result. Yeah, they're a top team that could definitely win the Champions League again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, let's see what else. Yeah, like I said, I think for Chelsea, there wasn't really it was a pretty good performance. I don't think there was any I think there wasn't really anyone from Chelsea I thought had a bad game. I think almost everyone had a good game from Chelsea. Defensively, they're tough to break down, and I mean, you see how good this Chelsea team is. Like defensively, they're good. And Almighty Blues, man, thank you for stopping by, Ankit. We're just talking about Chelsea right now, so you got out here at the right time, man. Perfect timing.
Hello.
Yeah, man. Pulisic. Yeah, Pulisic was in form. Yeah, I think Pulisic is starting to get back into form because I saw against Palmeiras, I thought he had a good game. And I think Pulisic's starting to get back in form. Do you guys agree? Like now?
Mm,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, as for Lille, I didn't. Yeah, there was, like I said, Lille just wasn't really much for them. Like I said, simple win for Chelsea. Christian Pulisic scored and Kai Havertz. Although I will say though, I think for Chelsea the most disappointing thing is the injuries. Ziyech being out is a big blow, and Kovacic being out is a big blow. Two big, massive injuries, and hopefully, let's see if those players will be back. I mean, those players are gonna probably miss the final, I believe, on Sunday, the Carabao Cup final.
That's on Sunday.
Yeah. So. Yeah, like I said, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a big blow, but like I said, I think Chelsea is pretty much in the quarterfinals. Like I don't think Lille's gonna do a comeback. So for me, I'd say Chelsea's in a great position to make the quarterfinals.
Yeah. They are already there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, TJS? Do you think Chelsea's in the quarterfinals? Do you think Lille can do a comeback?
Nah. I fancy Chelsea to go through and be in the quarterfinals.
All right. Now we have the other matchup, which is very interesting. I think of all four of these matchups, this is, I think, the toughest to call for which team's going to advance for this week at least. I knew this would be a close game, guys. I knew this would be a close game. And Villarreal, man, this is a disappointing result for them because for me, Juventus just didn't do much. Like after they scored the first goal, Juventus just doesn't do that. I mean, they looked. This is the Juventus thing to do, man. I mean, like I said, they're just so average, man. I mean, I'm sorry to say, Juve is just not that great, guys. You see the quality of this team, and for me, Rabiot, I don't know why he's still why is he part of the Juve first team? Like, this guy is not good enough. I'm sorry. This guy is so average, and he's still playing for the France national team, by the way, guys. And, I think there's political reasons why he's playing. Like, it's just really stupid, in my opinion. He doesn't deserve to be in the starting 11, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, and then like I said, McKennie. It's sad for McKennie, man, because I just heard the news that McKennie's out for like 8 to 12 weeks, which is not only bad for Juventus but also bad for the U.S. men's national team because he's going to miss those crucial games in March, and that March schedule is really tough, guys. That March schedule is very tough, and oh man, I don't want to. If USA don't make the World Cup, it's going to look really bad. It's going to look really bad. So hopefully, we do make it, and yeah, Danilo I thought was good. De Ligt, I thought I didn't think De Ligt was that great in my opinion. I thought De Ligt wasn't that great in my opinion. I thought he was okay. Sandro wasn't great. Morata, Morata is just the guy that keeps on wasting chances. Morata is just not good. I'm sorry. Cuadrado and Villarreal, man, they looked really good, man. Villarreal is a very tough team. Now, teaching us, very well what Villarreal can do. I think you know very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a very technical, gifted team. They have a lot of they play so well Spanish football way, and it's just the problem with Villarreal, guys. The biggest problem is that they just can't score enough goals. They're just so unclinical. They miss way too many chances, And for me, Dan Juma, I thought was good. Pereira as well, Capu, and Albiol, Pau Torres, it's just a good team, man. So, what do you think, Sebastian? I'll let you speak first about this.
I predicted 2-1 for Juventus, but you could see that Vlahovic, he's so a special player, talent. I got to hope he doesn't smash Sweden this year. I don't know why Dybala ain't playing, but I reckon he should start.
Sebastian, I think Dybala is injured.
Oh.
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah. But they have Vlahovic. He probably will carry them.
Yeah. Oh, someone said in the comments, there is someone that is beeping here. I think I know I think I know where the beep is coming from. All right, I know what it is, guys. I know what it is.
What?
Yeah, I know where the beep is coming from.
I can't hear anything.
Oh. Yeah. So yeah, I'll say in private chat.
You know what, Mike? Okay. You know what Mike said to me? He said, "I am the beep man." Get it?
Oh wow.
No, the beep man. Before we end the stream later, I'm gonna say something later, and that's before we end. I reckon Juve will still win the second leg.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a tough one to call. I'm not very sure about this one, guys. I mean, it's going to be really tough because if you look at those injuries Juve have, like Dabella is going to be out, Chiellini's going to be out. Well, actually, Chiellini could be back, I guess. Chiesa is definitely out. Chiesa is gone. He's not playing this game. Bernadeschi could play. Rugani, and Dabella as well. I don't know, man. This is a tough one to call. Juventus, they've been kind of iffy, man. They haven't really been that great when it comes to the Champions League recently at home. And even though I know it's going to be at the Allianz Stadium, which, let's be real, Juve should win at that stadium. But Villarreal, man, it's a good team, man. Villarreal is a difficult team to get hold of. It's not very easy to play against, and they make things very difficult. And Unai Emery, I feel like from Unai Emery outsmarted Allegri in this one. I think Allegri. Yeah, I don't think Allegri got outcoached in my opinion for this one, and I just think that for Juve in particular, I think they were lucky to get a draw for this one because I saw like some of the replays and Rabiot. I don't know how Rabiot didn't get a red card. For me, that should have been a red card on Chikwueze. Like that, like what he did at Chikwueze, like how he was like studs up, guys. He had like his studs all over Chikwueze, and like the fact that he didn't get a red card for that was just ridiculous. So, he's lucky to be on there, but maybe it's better that he's on this. Maybe it's better that he's off than on because but I don't know, man. Juve for me, they just weren't that great, and I think they got lucky. I think they got a draw, which they didn't deserve in my opinion. But like I said, football deserve doesn't matter, man. Like I said, you go out there and you get the win, and we'll see what happens, man. Second leg, because I think Villarreal, guys, you cannot underestimate this team. This team is still pretty good, and Villarreal, man, they need Gerard Moreno. Without Gerard Moreno, man, I don't know if they can get the job done. So. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think? So for this, Sebastian, you said that Juventus will go through. Titanes, which one do you like? Which team do you think has the advantage coming to the second leg?
I would say Juventus probably because I think they have better players, and I think Allegri is a better manager than Unai Emery. So I think Juventus will go through.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Because like I said, the second leg's will be very, very interesting indeed. So, like I said, we'll see this, man. We'll see this. And like I said, I just think that for me, Juventus, they just didn't really look that great. And yeah, man, we'll see what happens. McKennie's going to be out for the second leg, I think. Who else is going to be out? You guys can see the where's the timeline right here? Yeah, McKennie's going to be out. DeSiglio, I didn't think was great as well. I thought he wasn't great. Look, Arthur was average in my opinion, and I don't know, man. This Villarreal team, I think, is still decent, guys. I think it's still decent. As for me, guys, I don't really know which team's going to go through. I originally had said Villarreal was my original prediction. I guess I'm going to stick with Villarreal, but I'm kind of a bit concerned now because for me, I think if Villarreal really wanted to make it through, they needed to have won the first leg, and I think this is now kind of a bad result for them, drawing at home. So, but who knows, man? Maybe they can get a road win in Juventus, and this wouldn't really necessarily matter, but like I said, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. I guess I'll stick with Villarreal as my original prediction, but I do think Juventus do have the advantage because, like I said, they're playing at home, and the home fans are there, and Vlahovic, scoring the goal quite early on, fantastic goal from him. Pereira equalized, and yeah, man, it was great debut for Vlahovic, man. Great debut, man. So. That's probably one of the best debuts in the competition. You know, your Champions League debut to score a goal, man. How many players can say they scored a Champions League goal on their debut, man?
Ronaldo,
Elanga.
Yeah,
Rooney.
yeah. And I know there's like some players, but like it's not very many. I'm just trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, and yeah, very very it's a good result, I would say, for Juventus, but I would say kind of like I would say they weren't really that amazing in my opinion. But you know what's really interesting, guys? Oh yeah, Barry, I can send you the link. Let me send the link actually. All right. Where is he? Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, there we go. I found it. Okay. Okay, where is this? Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Where is this? Why is this? Oh, okay. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to get this thing done, guys. Sorry. For all people, where is he?
How long are we expecting to do this stream? Enough?
Well, I was gonna originally do it for an hour, but I think we'll like since one person's gonna join, I'll let them speak for a bit. You know, but if you guys want to, you guys can hop out of here if you guys want to. I know it's pretty late for you guys, particularly. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to leave if you want. You know, I just want to hear what Barry says about these matchups, and you guys can go if you want.
Eddie,
Yeah.
you know what I have decided to do? I have decided to make.
You.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi,
I
Barry.
have decided to make
How you
a
guys doing?
live stream on my channel for the first time, and it's on Friday.
Friday. This coming Friday?
Yeah. I wonder if you wanna join.
Oh yeah, I can join. When are you gonna do? What time are you gonna do?
I think 6:45. I think on evening.
Yeah. What time zone are you, by the way?
What?
What time zone? Like, where do you live in the world?
Sweden.
Oh, Sweden. Okay. So 6:45 p.m. Sweden time. Let me see
Yep.
what time that is for me.
I think it's like 12:45 for you.
Oh, 12:45. Okay. Yeah, I think that time I should be able to do. I could come around that time, I think.
Yeah. How did it feel the first time when you streamed? When like the first time you were gonna stream, did you feel nervous or did you like go for it? Like, did you really believe?
I think for the first team, it's always the most difficult because, you know, whenever you do something for the first time ever, you just don't know how it's really like and you're kind of nervous and everything. I'd say just be confident, man. Just be confident and be confident in yourself and, you know that you could do this, you know, and, you know, it's just the first time. Everyone has like the first stream. And, you know, I'm sure that when I did my old videos, it doesn't look that great when it comes to now. So, you know, like I said, as you do more videos and as you do more streams, it'll be easier for you to speak your mind and you'll be more confident. So just for the first one, just be confident. Like I said, just be confident. There's not really much else to say, and just go for it, man. You know, you don't have to act so professional. Just be casual. You know, you don't have to wear like, you know, just do as you want to, man. You know, so that's really my thoughts on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yeah, I'll definitely stay. I'll definitely watch. I'll try to watch your stream on. I'll try to join your stream on Friday.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. So
87, how
yeah,
you doing?
yeah. Hi Barry. So yeah. What's your thoughts on the matchups so far this week in the Champions League?
The most interesting one was Villarreal Juventus because I thought that it was the most balanced confrontation from the knockout games, and it was a good game. I thought that it was a good goal by Vlahovic. I always told that like on Twitter, people say he's overrated at times and everything, and I think it's because he doesn't get as much exposure as other youngsters, great youngsters like Mbappe, Haaland, or Vinny gets. I just thought that if you put him on a big stage like the Champions League and just let him do what he does, I thought he would be great, and he was great today. Even though Allegri decided to go with a more defensive game plan against Villarreal, I thought he did great for himself. He created chances for himself. He got the goal, and overall, I thought it was a good performance. Villarreal, they were a bit lost in the first half and everything, but second half, they really played well. They created a lot of chances, and that pass to the goal for Parejo, it was a good one. But on Villarreal, I thought it was these kind of games where you need to win to make sure that in some ways you get somehow an advantage for the second leg because it's not the worst result for Villarreal, but I think it's these kind of games where I think you kind of need to win because you don't want to go in a situation where the second leg it's at home. Juve, I think, are going to be more comfortable in these kind of conditions and everything. So I think overall advantage Juventus, but I think Villarreal looked good. They looked good yesterday. That's my thing.
Yeah, I do agree with you in the sense that it's not a letdown. Is that I feel like Villarreal. I feel like they should have. I feel like they were the better team overall. If I'm being honest,
Yes.
like speaking wise, and I feel like Juve got very lucky to get a draw, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree too.
So I do agree with you. I think it's the most balanced fixture because I think for the other matchups this week, I think for me, Ajax, I would say they're almost pretty much through. I know they drew the first game, but
Yeah,
I expect them to win the second leg. And then
yeah,
obviously Chelsea, we all know they're pretty much through. Then
yeah, yeah,
Manchester United,
yeah.
that's an interesting one, but you still kind of have to lean with Manchester United just because you know they have
Yeah.
the kryptonite. So for
It,
Atleti,
it
Mhm.
is a tricky fixture because Atleti they are so unpredictable. Like I didn't expect them to be so dangerous in the first minutes. Then after we all know what they did. And
yeah,
United, um, these kind of weeks, like they've proved that even when their back is against the wall and they're struggling, they find a way to get what they want. And that was the goal from Elanga. Um, United, like I wasn't impressed by both teams. I think that in some ways, some of the things that we expected from the preview of this game is probably what we've seen today. But I think United, like I think in some ways it is kind of a good result because even if you don't play that well, and Bruno, like he wasn't good today, there was a lot of individualities that wasn't good. Pogba as well, and the defense was kind of it was kind of shaky at times due to the threat that Joe Felix proved. But overall, um, it's you that guy who wears number 7 for United is still their kryptonite. We don't know we all know what he can
Mhm.
do, and we probably have an idea of what he's gonna do in the second leg. But we're gonna have to see what happens.
yeah, yeah. It's gonna be interesting because, like I said, I really genuinely think that if at that's number 7 you guys are talking about didn't play, I
Mm,
would have liked to see how this match took place because I think it's a very interesting match. I just think he
hmm.
makes too much of a difference, man. That's the thing I
Yes,
kind of don't like about this matchup.
but one thing that I thought about this game, like about this whole fixture and everything. I still got United, but in some ways, I think Atleti can do some dangerous in the second leg because it's like the Liverpool. Obviously, the Liverpool one it was more lopsided. I think we all knew that Liverpool was gonna win, but
Yeah,
I have this feeling that Atleti can do something in the second leg. I'm not saying that they're gonna win. It's it's pretty much unlikely due to where they're gonna play and who they have to go up against. But I just have this weird feeling that maybe Simeone can do this kind of hold up thing that he did against Liverpool. Because one thing that Simeone knows to do is that he can hit you back with a counter attack when you think that the Atleti isn't good at all. I think Liverpool were in a situation where they were completely dominating, but Atleti was so lethal on the counter attacks, and that's what led the upset.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I said, this is a tough one because let's be real, as United aren't that much better in my opinion. Like they're not that
Oh
much
yeah,
better as a collective.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be really close to say. And obviously, T10S, he gave my thoughts earlier, and he said that he did feel as though that the players were a bit more of a letdown today. He doesn't really blame on the coach. He said that to me.
Yeah, and I think that this edition of the CL, there's no really clear cut favorites in my opinion because we all seen the good side and the bad side of the favorites. City, they were flawless against Sporting, but they did something very bad against Tottenham and everything. PSG, they beat the living crap out of Real Madrid in the 90 minutes. The scoreline doesn't show the dominance that they showed against Real Madrid, but we saw what they did in La Liga. Even though not is it a bad team, it's a very good side. They're trying to compete for the European spots, but you expect more from a team that beat probably the greatest club in the world. So we saw the good side and the bad side, but I think it's a matter of when you need to turn up during the big ones.
Yeah, it's interesting you bring that up, Barry, because I'm looking at last season in particular because we all saw how City they were like cruising through against how they beat PSG. Like I was really impressed how they beat PSG. It was such a comfortable manner. But then when it came to the final, they kind of underperformed, because I kind of expected so much more from Manchester City.
Yes.
And even Chelsea to some extent they were kind of underwhelming as well. Remember against Porto, the second leg they didn't even they were not good, and Porto scored a late goal. I mean, imagine if
if it was a
imagine
better
they didn't
team,
score that late.
yeah. Yeah, but we're gonna see this is why I love football because it is these kind of editions where anybody can win. Like Chelsea, I never saw in a mile away that Chelsea was gonna win the Champions League. I thought Real Madrid was gonna beat them, but they beat Real Madrid in somewhat a comfortable way. And we all know what happened in the final. So yeah, just an exciting time to be a Champions League and overall football fan in some ways.
Yeah, it's just a shame that our team is not taking part in the knockout
Yes,
stage, which is
but
painful.
yeah, some improvements lately, but yeah, I wanted to see them in the Champions League. I
Yeah,
can't lie.
yeah, definitely. I think it would have been nice for our team, but
Yeah,
like I said, we just weren't good enough, and unfortunately, we just have to accept it. And hopefully, we don't have to go through that again next season.
yeah. But when but one thing I said is that if my team is in there, I just hope that they have the level to compete against these kind of teams. I don't want my team to get battered 4-1, 5-1 or something like that. It's good to see
Yeah.
them in the knockout stage, but you don't want to see them getting battered, as a fan.
Yeah, because I'll be with you. I don't know if we would have done as much as I wanted us to advance. Would it have been really good for us to get um embarrassed in the round of 16? I don't know if I don't think we would have that level to get the quarterfinals.
Oh no, I don't believe so.
Yeah, so who knows, man? Maybe we could have got an easy draw. Maybe we could have caught Lille. Maybe,
Who knows?
but
It's hypothetical, but yeah.
yeah, I mean it's hard to say. You never know to this day. But I think we all, me and you, know that we probably wouldn't have made the quarterfinals. I mean, the chances would be very unlikely.
I don't think so. It's good to see the youngsters in the big games, but I don't believe so.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll be back on Europe. I think we'll be back in the Champions. We'll be back competing for the title in some time. We just have to
Oh yeah,
take some time.
yeah, most definitely. I think the league we're gonna compete in. It's gonna take a little bit of time because I think that some things have to be arranged. But the league I think we're gonna compete soon, and Champions League is gonna take more time. But I think we're gonna be able to make some noise in the near soon future, hopefully.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely. Like I said though, I mean, I'm looking at the matches for the Champions League. Like I said, there's not really like all the matches are pretty close. I mean, there's not like the only
Yeah,
match that is not really close. I mean, we all know which one it's not very
yeah, yeah,
close.
yeah. Even
Yes.
Ajax Benfica, it was a good game. Like I saw the second half because I was interested in the game, and it was a quality game, man. I know that
Yeah.
people were more invested in United, but I loved that game.
Yeah. I kind of wish I watched that game because this Atletico United game was kind of underwhelming, to be honest with you. I kind of expected more, but that's just the thing about
Yeah,
these games. Like when you hype the game up so much, like when people hype it up, it just doesn't live up to expectations most of
yeah,
the
I
time.
agree.
So
But
yeah,
I think Benfica proved that they did not rob their place in the no, in the round of 16. I think that Ajax is one of the most informed teams in Europe right now, and they delivered a pretty good game. I still expect Ajax to win, but they did great. I think they raised up their level and they did great. You know.
yeah, I know some Ajax fans said that they're. I know a lot of people said that Benfica will be destroyed. It'll be like 4-1 and 5-1. I'm like, yeah, I know Benfica aren't
Yeah,
that great. I know Benfica aren't that great and all, but still, like, I mean, dude, that's kind of disrespectful.
yeah, adrenaline also. Like it's a big game. You're playing at home. Ajax, Ajax is a great team, but it doesn't have the same aura as other clubs like Real Madrid. Even though Real Madrid is not their best, you always have that fear factor of, oh, we're playing like Real Madrid, like the greatest club, or Barcelona at their peak, and even a good Barcelona side. It's still a fear factor. Ajax is a great club historically. They they have a place in football heritage, but it doesn't have the same fear factor to say so.
Yeah, definitely. So, you
Respectfully,
know,
respectfully.
yeah. So let's go and look at the second legs real quick. So as you guys can see, March 8th, March 9th, and March
Yeah.
15th, March 16th. It's gonna be the second leg fixture. So it's gonna be
March is March is a big month, man. World Cup qualifiers and Champions League. Whew.
interesting. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, March, man. Oh man, March is gonna be like. There's gonna be so much tension for me. There's gonna be so much
Peak,
tension, like
peak. Twitter's gonna be peak, man. Peak Twitter.
yeah, yeah. Twitter. I mean, geez, who knows what's gonna happen for that? And it's gonna be crazy, man. These second legs, man. It's gonna be crazy, and
Yeah.
we'll see what happens, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm like for me, the second leg is the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to see how the Real Madrid PSG one go.
Oh,
That
that's
one
gonna be
finishes.
tense, bro. Tension at
Yeah,
its finest.
yeah. Then United Atletico. Obviously, I want to see how that second leg pans out. And the
Mm.
Juventus Villarreal. I want to see how this one pans out. This one I think will be a good one to see.
I really don't have any idea because I think that if Juventus played a more attacking style of football, I think that they would have created a lot of more opportunities for them, especially in the first half. I think that if you play attacking football against Villarreal, it's probably a gunfight, and most of the time, especially the Villarreal that we saw, you're probably gonna lose that fight. But I think that if Juventus kind of pushed the pace a little bit, maybe they would have created more for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, do you think so you think that Allegri tried to get a draw and the Villarreal stadium, that was his mindset? That's why he went for a draw.
I think he did because I think that uh, obviously I'm not as good as a manager as Allegri, and I'll never become one. But I'm a logical person. If I
Yeah.
see a team that they were not struggling Villarreal, I think that they were trying to get the rhythm, because it's more of a high paced game. I think that if you see a team that's more vulnerable than you, and you have a great striker like Vlahovic, and even though Juve are not as peak as they used to be offensively, they still have the quality to do to do something good in that game. And I think that if you push the pace a little bit, you're gonna get more than you had. But it they it there this result is probably a win-win situation for them because okay, we didn't lose, and we're gonna play at home with our fans and everything,
Yeah, that's
even though
true.
we have some injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw that McKennie's going to be. I think he's pretty much out for the second leg, which is a big blow, and obviously
Damn.
that's a big blow. That's a big blow for Juventus and for me personally because I live in the USA.
Yeah,
And,
America.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be a big blow for the
Yeah,
US.
yeah, I'm gonna head off now.
All right, all right. Yeah, thanks for coming on, TTNS.
Thanks, man. Stay
Yeah.
blessed.
So yeah.
Yeah, see. Yeah. So, anyways, as I was saying, like it's going to be interesting to see how the second leg pans out because, like I said, I think for me, I think like I would say it's kind of weird because I would say most of the second leg games, I would say it's kind of almost decided, but there's like
Yeah.
a few ones where I'm not like very 100%
I'm
like for
like,
me, like
maybe they can do something, or they can do something, but you never know.
yeah, I said in my predictions, I said that there's gonna be one upset. There would be one upset of the Champions League round of 16. There's gonna be at least
Yeah,
one.
most definitely.
Yeah. So which one, like, would you consider PSG beating Real Madrid an upset?
I wouldn't because they were scheduled to go to do big in the Champions League, but um, if Real Madrid wins, I mean, I'm not surprised. You know.
Hmm. It's kind of weird because in a weird way you could technically, but the thing is, like for me, yeah, I can't really say it's upset because it's kind of like a heavyweight clash. You know, like there's not like a team that's like completely vastly inferior. Like both teams are like around like the same strength, so I can't really say it's a upset. You know, maybe Villarreal. I think Villarreal beating
Yeah,
Juventus, that would be an upset. That would be one in my opinion.
yeah.
So yeah, man, like I said, it's gonna be interesting. You know, let's go ahead and look over the Europa League tomorrow just real quick. I already did my prediction stuff on my channel. You guys can check it out. And I'm gonna be doing later today the Barca Napoli preview. So but we can discuss that briefly on here, I guess.
Oh, great.
So yeah, let's go and look at the matchups real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. This is like let me do by round actually. There we go.
All right.
This is better. Yeah, I'm really keen to see. Obviously, Barca Napoli's gonna win the one. I'm really keen to see how that one fans out.
Yeah,
Obviously,
me too.
yeah. What's your thoughts about that one, Barry?
Look, I think that the last week, I thought Barcelona overall they did good. I think they created a lot of chance for themselves, and lucky for the fan base and the club. Ferran Torres missed a lot of chances. Obviously when you play for Barca, we expect the best of you, but yeah, I do wish him well. But yeah, I think that the win against Valencia it was a big one because I think that mentally this place is never easy to to play. I think that I can't remember the last time Barcelona had a flawless victory against Valencia in the Mestalla. It's always a hard place to win and grab some points. And
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, Napoli, um, they're still competing for the Serie A. I think that they're gonna give effort, but I think the main priority can be the league. Because I think that if you're in a situation where okay, do I want to win the Europa League or I want to win the league? You know, I want to win the league, but I think that if you can win also European trophy, you're not gonna back down from that. So I think that they're gonna give it their effort. Um, that's a tough one, because like Barcelona, like they're not as bad as people think they are right now. Like right now, I think that they've shown improvement from the beginning of the season and later on before now. So it's a tough one to call.
Yeah, definitely. I do agree with you in the sense that it's not straightforward. And the thing that frustrates me so much is that we should have won that first leg by so much more, man. We were like so much
Yes,
better, and
like 3-1. I thought that we were gonna win 3-1 by the way that the team was looking.
yeah, and yeah. Unfortunately, we have to go into we have to basically we have to basically start over essentially because the
Yeah,
draw doesn't with no away away goals being removed. It's basically we're starting from 0-0 at this point.
yeah.
So
But I think that even if we lose tomorrow and it's a convincing performance, I'm not gonna be mad. I think if you're a Barca fan and a player and your mentality, you're like, okay, let's try to win Europa League, but let's just get top four or get a way to get in Champions League next season. I think
yeah,
that's
yeah, definitely.
but I think that it's a good experience for the youngsters like Nico, Gavi, and all of them boys because I think that if you can get Napoli have some very good players like Osime, Koulibaly, like that's some of the best players that you can get from the Serie A, and they have a good reputation all around in world football. If you can ball out against these kind of guys and the quality that Napoli have, I think that you're gonna get some good experience from these kind of games.
Yeah, definitely. So Like I said, I haven't given my thoughts yet, but I will be doing soon on a video. But let me just give you guys my quick early
Yeah,
thoughts. Yeah, for me, it's a tough one to call because, like I said, Napoli. I think they'll. I think they'll be a lot more up for this game because they're playing at home, and generally, when you're
yeah,
playing at home, you want to play good. It's just like the
yeah. You
natural
don't
thing
want
to
to
do.
play like crap against them and everything with
Yeah, yeah.
in
So
front. Yeah,
so I think Napoli. For me, the thing that really worries me for Barca is that if we concede early on, I feel it could be very difficult for us to get back into the game. Could be very, very
yes,
difficult
I do
because I feel
agree.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What we're saying, Barry, sorry.
Oh, oh, it's cool. Because I think that yeah, sometimes Barcelona this season when they conceded early, and even the previous years, like when you couldn't concede early against a very good team, they always struggle to find that momentum back. And okay, it's not terrible. Let's just get our groove. Let's just get our stuff together and do what we can, you know. And sometimes this team crumbled, but I think this season, especially in some La Liga games, they've shown that mentally they can bounce back from difficulties, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially
So
like, yeah,
yeah, look at the game versus Atletico Madrid at home. That's a good example. Which you could
hmm
argue that we could accept the defeat, but obviously we didn't do it. So you know,
yes, most definitely.
yeah. But like I said, though, that I want to see if that team has the courage to do it on the road. That's my thing. Like, do we have the ability to do that on the road to like make a comeback? Because I don't think we have seen a road comeback this season for us this season.
Yeah, I think if they can do that, like that's a big positive because I think that some of the criticism that we as fans had for the team in previous years, we saw improvements of that. You know, I think that the enigma of you guys when you're at home, when you think that everything's gonna be comfortable, you guys concede early, but you cannot give your groove back and bounce back from the early goal. I think that has been found out. You know, I think that this team mentally, they can do something when they back is against the wall. You know, and in the road we're gonna see because the Napoli have been good overall at home, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, according to Spalletti, he said that Insigne will start tomorrow. That's what he said, and he also said that
Oh,
De Lorenzo I think is also out for this game. I think.
yeah, but Napoli have a good team, and they're not in the Serie A race for nothing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. They still have a good team. So let me go and check who's out for Napoli. Usually this website's pretty reliable. Football. Let me see who's out.
Cool.
I think De Lorenzo is out if I'm not mistaken. He
Mm.
got injured against Cagliari, I think it is the team name. I might have butchered the name. Yeah, so he's out. And let's see. Ooh, Anguza is also. I remember he had a good game against us, so I guess that's good for us.
Yeah,
Lozano's still out. Politano's
good
still out.
good
So
recovery to him, but yeah, he was good last time. Good recovery though.
yeah, and Lobotka is also out as well. So yeah, they do have several injuries there,
I
and
think I
obviously we
saw
know Barca.
Mertens. I think I saw Dries Mertens down there. I think.
Yeah. Oh, where
Yeah,
is Reese Mertens?
in
Oh,
the
he's not injured.
oh, okay.
Yeah, according to this
Well,
one, he's not injured.
okay. Well, we probably expect almost everybody to turn up.
Yeah, let's go look at the Barcelona squad right now. Let's see who's currently available for this one.
I was scared
Yeah,
when I saw Araujo come out during the Espanyol game. I freaked out
yeah,
when
dude, I'm so glad
Araujo.
he's back.
Yes, yeah,
Dude, he's back for the second leg. That's big, man. It's always
yes,
weird. Is that I feel like Raul gets injured a lot, but his like recovery time is like so fast.
yeah, like some Marvel character or something. I'm like, how do you recover that fast?
It's like he never got injured in the first place.
Yes, exactly. That is weird.
Yeah, Longley is also Balde's out. Let's see who else is out. Fati's still out, and Depay. Yeah,
My
that's
star
about it.
boy.
There's no.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Fatima.
So yeah, it's sad.
But I expect a good game. I'm a back Barcelona as always, but it's gonna be a hard one. But I'm a back them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, some other matches that will be interesting. Leipzig versus Sociedad, that's still pretty even, I would say. Let's see if Leipzig can get
Mm.
the job done. Then Borussia Dortmund, let's see if they can make the comeback. I don't think they can. I just saw the news that Holland is not going to make the second leg. So Oh
Oh,
man,
that's a bit, but they
yeah,
won big against Mönchengladbach, so maybe they can bring that kind of momentum to the
yeah.
one
But
against Rangers. But we don't know. Who knows, man?
yeah, yeah. Dortmund defense, oh man, they got to improve upon
It
that.
is shaky as hell,
Yeah, and Betis, let's see if they can continue their Europa League run.
bro. Betis are doing great this season, man. Like Pellegrini's been
Yeah,
doing his stuff.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, these matches are going to be very interesting. Obviously, this is the one I'm really excited for. Obviously, but this one's also pretty good too. Leipzig versus Sociedad. I think the rest of the other matches
Yeah,
I'd say are pretty much decided. Like maybe
yeah.
Lazio Porto. That maybe that could change.
Who
But yeah,
knows? I'm gonna
I'm pretty
just try to.
confident with the rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the
Yeah,
Barca game, obviously, but I'm gonna just try and see like, okay, if Dortmund can do something, what's gonna happen in the Sociedad game and everything.
yeah, definitely. So
Yeah,
there's that,
think
and then
yeah. Go on.
and then yeah, and then we have the conference league tomorrow as well. I mean, I'll just briefly look at this. I know you're not. I know a lot of people don't really care about the conference league, but like I said, I still think it's a European competition. We
Yeah,
still have
like
to discuss about
yeah,
it.
I'm gonna watch like the quarters, semis, and everything. But yeah,
Yeah, so it's gonna be really interesting. So
it's weird to see
some
Leicester in there, man. I
yeah,
swear.
Leicester. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for me, not. I feel like most of these matches I would say are pretty much decided. Like Bodo Glimpse, let's take that. I would say it's pretty much decided.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
know if
much.
Celtic could do the comeback. PSV, I would say they're pretty much through. Partizan
Yeah,
versus Sparta, I think it's a very interesting one. This one, I'm still not very confident. I think maybe this one Sparta could do a comeback, but I think Partizan will go through. Marseille,
yeah.
they should beat Quarbeck. Leicester, they should beat. Michelin, they should beat. Slavia Prague versus Fenerbahce, man. Dude, I think Slavia Prague is an underrated team. I think people need to talk about Slavia more because they've been good in European competitions
You know,
recently.
there's a lot of teams, man, that a lot of people. It just a little bit sad that like some teams that even though they're not playing in the big league or everything, I think they get slept on. I think Ajax or Monaco, like this season, Monaco, I think that in less than 2 or 3 years they're gonna be back. On the top. They have
Yeah,
some
well,
promising
Marseille.
talent and everything.
Yeah. Marseille has also been pretty underrated in my opinion.
Yes, as well. Like sometimes they can break it because there's some channels like in Canada that you can see Liga in national television and sometimes like they can break it, but when they turn up they're a very good team, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a reason why they're second in the League One, man. And the League One table has
Yes.
been really close. I mean, it's like I know people like to say it's not that great of a league, but if you look at
Bro,
besides
like
first,
it,
okay,
it it's all right. Like it's not terrible. It's actually all right. If you like just spend time watching it, it's a pretty good league
yeah, I'm just looking at
and
this table
everything.
right now. The you want I don't know if you this is crazy to believe this. The bottom four
Nice.
teams,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Yeah.
bottom four teams are all tied on the same points. All of them tied on the same points, 21 points.
Bro, this is crazy, man. Like Liga, it is crazy at times, man.
Yeah, definitely. And you're seeing how difficult it is for Messi. Messi hasn't been that great in League One, and you're seeing
Yeah,
how because people said like he would like do honestly, I thought he would like destroy this league. Like if I'm being honest with you, I thought he would like be great in this league. I really did think so, but I've
yeah.
been proven massively wrong.
Y- I said the same thing on one of HH Hangouts. Oh, it's gonna be pretty easy for him. But I watched some games before PSG. Like I think it was Nice against Nantes. I was like, wait, hold up a second. Messi is 5'7", and even as technically great as he is, these guys are like 6 foot something, almost 200 pounds, and some physical and specimens and everything. So they're gonna try to bully him, and I don't know if he's gonna adapt in just like one season and everything. So maybe, yeah, but like I've said that he was gonna destroy League, and so I'm gonna eat my humble pie. Like when I come to HH Hangouts, I never try to gas up Messi after League performance.
Yeah, definitely. And it's interesting because, like I said, I think many of us didn't. Many of us really thought. I think many of us fans really thought this league would be like if he's doing so well in La Liga, surely he could do it in Liga One, right? But you're seeing how like different the leagues are. Like like even though League One doesn't have like the players that La Liga and EPL has, it's very different. Like the physicality in League One is very different. Because for me, to be
Yeah,
honest with you, I think it's probably one of the most physical leagues. I mean, I would say the
yeah,
only
most
English
definitely.
Premier League can. Yeah, only English Premier League I could say rivals it. For me, Serie A is not that physical. For me, Bundesliga is not really that physical. La Liga, we
Nah,
obviously know isn't. So I would say this is probably the second most physical league. I would say.
Yeah, this is why like Champions League is like so fascinating because I think every top five leagues has their own characteristic. La Liga and Serie A, no, La Liga plays amazing style of football. The Serie A they play amazing defensive style of football. Bundesliga you're gonna see an offensive masterclass from teams. Liga
Yeah.
physical as hell, and you have great specimens that can rely on their speed, athleticism, and also technical abilities. And when and I think yeah, Premier League you have a little bit of everything. You have ballers and you have technical and defensive teams. So it's just great, man.
Yeah, I do agree with you in that EPL is kind of like the culmination of everything. You could honestly say
Yeah,
this
like
that.
you have less of everything, but you have a combination, which makes the league pretty much fascinating. You know.
Yeah, definitely. So like I said, Marseille. Like I said, Marseille has been great this season. Nice as well, been very underrated. Strasbourg, they even been decent too. Because I think recently, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're like a newly promoted team. I'm
Yes, like
pretty sure. Like,
they came in 2018. I remember them because they beat PSG in 2017 and December 2017, and we and at that time PSG we thought that they were gonna do an unbeaten run. I think they only drew like 3 games at that time and they won every one of
wow.
them. So it was like, oh, can PSG do the invisible season? But Strasbourg said, not today. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. And the Rennes as well, Monaco as well. And you're seeing like a variation. Like you're seeing how like things change quickly. Like, you have the defending champions 11th in the league, which obviously I know is not very good, but they're not
yeah,
really that far behind. Like they're only like they're 36 points, right? You see Marseille, they're 46. So it's only like a 10-point gap. It's not as if like they're like massively miles behind. They're not like 20
yeah.
points behind.
And
It's not like anything like that.
you have teams like Lyon, who is always like a top three candidate. Sometimes they can get in the second spot. Like they're eighth right now, so like
Yeah.
you have everything of surprising in this league, man.
Yeah, so definitely, and like I said, I think these teams are very underrated. Like I said, I think
Yeah,
Marseille is underrated. I think even like Slavia, I'd say they're pretty underrated because remember they got a draw against Barcelona recently. Remember the Champions League? I know
I
it's kind of
remember that.
yeah,
I remember that.
and they even beat Rangers. Like after the Rangers won the Scottish League, I think, and
Hmm.
they just beat them like the next game, and that was at their stadium too, which was ridiculous. They even
Hmm.
got a draw against Arsenal. I know what happened in the second leg; they got destroyed, but
Yeah,
the point being
washed.
is that yeah, but the point being is that they're a decent team, man. They're not that bad as people make it say. They're
No,
they're
no, no.
they're better than
There's some underrated teams in the conference league, man. It's just that they need to get that exposure, and that's one thing that I was saying about Vlahovic. I'm like, I think if these kind of guys or teams can get more exposure in the big scene, you're gonna truly see how good they can be.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know because to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. I
Mm.
wasn't really rating Vlahovic so much because he was only doing the domestic league. I wanted to see what he would do on like the European football, like the
Oh
actual
yeah,
European Cup.
I understand that because I had the same doubts about Haaland. I was like, yeah, he's pretty good in Austria and everything. Okay, Champions League, group stage, is cool, but PSG, I want to see that, and then boom, boom. So yeah,
Yeah. Because my thing is that you can show up in your league all you want, that's great. But we have to look at the league itself, because like let's be real, some players like very good in the league, but when they go outside the league, they're not very good. And like, I can name countless players. There's been a lot of players
yeah,
that are just like domestic merchants basically.
yeah,
So yeah, it's gonna be
yeah,
interesting. Like I said, I think this conference league, is gonna be interesting. Like, I'm
yeah,
keen to see how this one pans out, like I said. I really hope we can see underdog win this. Like, I would like to see like a team like, like I said, I want to see like a team from like outside top five leagues, like uh
yeah.
Bodo win it, PSV win it. That would be kind of nice, like even like
Celtic or Young Boys or something like that.
yeah, Rapid Wien as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be nice because I like the idea of conference league. Don't get me wrong, but the problem with the conference league, in my opinion, is just that they have the top five league teams. I wish they just did it without the top five leagues. I think that's too much. I
yeah,
think they're just too strong.
and it's also a way to like get some players that we don't see like regularly to ball in European competitions. Like, oh, who's that guy? Maybe he can get good if he goes to like a Leicester or a Marseille. not like a most definitely contender for the title, but a promising team who can do big things in the future.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the table right here. You see Partizan Belgrade. They're actually ahead of Crvena Zvezda and their own league, which is really fascinating because I believe Crvena Zvezda is like one of the best teams in like the Serbian league, and the fact
Yeah.
they're actually ahead of them without even losing a game is pretty remarkable. So,
Mad.
yeah, it's pretty remarkable, I would say.
Yeah. Hey man, thanks for having me, bro. I enjoyed
Yeah.
your hangout and everything, man.
Yeah, it was great. I think I'm gonna wrap
Yeah.
out of here too. It's been pretty
Yeah, me
long.
too.
Hour and 35 minutes. So, all right, see you,
I
man.
appreciate it, man. Peace.
Peace. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. Like I said, guys, it was a great stream. We talked a lot about a lot of different things. Obviously, guys, I will be here tomorrow again for the Europa League and Conference League reaction matches. So hope I will see you guys then. And make sure you guys comment and subscribe. Check out my description below by Twitter, Discord, email, and Twitch. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And if you're watching the replay, by the way, please comment down below your thoughts on these matchups. Please do. I will greatly appreciate it. All right, see you guys later. Peace out.